We got going on today. Today we're going to start a new series and I'm going to call it Roasted, and you'll find out why in a couple of minutes. Okay, and what my ideal is I'm going to take two of my favorite spirits that I've made. One is a fresh roasted pumpkin and my roasted corn, and I'm going to put them together. I think this is going to, I'm excited about this. This is going to be good, okay? So, welcome to Stillworks and Brewing. My name is Randy, and this is a channel that's all about home distillation and brewing. First things first, hey, if you haven't got a chance to yet, please hit that subscribe button. Can't talk. Please hit that subscribe button down there. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss anything when we come out with something new. Share us with your friends. If you like what you see, please give us that thumbs up and leave a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay? The best I got this figured out, it's going to be about a 5-part series. So we're going to get started with number 1 today, and that is going to be the roasting process between roasting the corn, and we're going to try double roasting the pumpkin. Okay, so this ought to be pretty interesting, so you make sure you stick around. Okay, so we're going to get started. Let's go into the kitchen, and because we need the oven. Hopefully I won't make too much of a mess so I don't get in trouble for that, but it is what it is. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roast our corn. I got my oven set at 350 degrees. I got 10 pounds of dented hard corn. So what we're going to do is we're going to roast this. It takes usually about an hour and a half. Okay, so it's going to take about an hour and a half at 350 degrees. I mean, if you notice, the corn's a nice yellow color. And what we'll do is we'll take it at about every half hour and kind of stir it to try to get everything, okay? And this is going to be the first part of our roasting. Okay, so we'll get these put into the oven and let them roast, and then I'll come back in a half hour and you start seeing the differences, and the kitchen will start filling full of smell of this roasted corn, and it does smell fantastic. Okay, so we'll be back. Okay, so it's been 1/2 hour. We'll give this a stir. I'm starting to smell the corn. When I started roasting the corn, I just can't get over it. It tastes so good. Okay, so we're at the 1 hour mark. She's starting to turn orange. The smell is fantastic. Let's give it a little bit of a stir.
Smells good.
Okay, so we got the corn roasted. It's a nice pretty orange color. We'll let it cool down, and now we'll mill the corn. Okay, so we got all our corn roasted and milled. That's ready to go. Now it's time for the pumpkin. All right. Let's see if I can cut this thing without cutting me. All right. Cut it that way. Cut it down in half. All right. So what we'll do now is let's get all the seeds out of it and get it cleaned up, and we'll get ready to put it in the oven, okay? Okay, so I got my pumpkin cut in half and cleaned. I'm gonna use some parchment paper. That just helps with cleanup. Okay, there's parchment paper. And what I'll do now is I'm gonna rub a little bit of olive oil on the fleshy side of the pumpkin. And what I'm gonna do is set that on there. I was hoping I could get them both on there, but it don't look like I'm going to. Okay. Okay, so let's get I figured out how I'm gonna get them both in the oven at the same time. I just use different cookie sheets. So we'll put a little bit of olive oil on this one too. Okay. All right, so I got the oven set at 350 degrees. Let me put these in the oven, and we'll go with a half hour. And what you're going to see is the outside of the pumpkin will get real dark, and you can actually touch it and it'll be soft. Then you'll know it's done. So we're going to start off with a half hour at 350, then we'll check them. Okay? So we'll see you in a half hour. Okay, the pumpkins come out of the oven. It took 1 hour. You can see it's a nice brown, and if you touch it, it's soft. We know it's done. So what we're going to do is, if I get rolled over, whew, it's warm. All right, so what we need to do, scoop all the goodness out of the inside. It is hot, so be careful. Oh, the smell is so intense. Okay, so I got all the pumpkin scooped out. I weighed me out 5 pounds of pumpkin. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that on this cookie sheet. Okay, so there's our 10 pounds of pumpkin. Let me spread that out. And I'll show you what my next step's gonna be. Okay, so spread this out nice, pretty even. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take some brown sugar, put on top. not a measured amount, just put some on there. I'm gonna spread it out. And maybe a little more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick that back in the oven and I'm gonna roast it some more, and then we'll have our roasted pumpkin. Okay, so I'll see you. Okay, I got all my ingredients done. That pumpkin looks fantastic. So what do we got here? I got 5 pounds of pumpkin. I had 2 pounds of brown sugar. I put some on the pumpkin, there's the rest of it. Got 10 pounds of corn. 5 pounds of two-row and 1 pound of white wheat. Okay, so we got all our ingredients together. Next thing we're going to do is our mash, so you're going to come back for that, I hope. Okay. We'll see you next time, and we'll get the mash going. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time here on Stillworks and Brewing.